Hey there guys, welcome to the video. I just want to preface this before I really get into the nitty gritty. I am a CJ Stroud fan. Why am I a CJ Stroud fan? Because I was in Ohio State, I was and still am, and the Ohio State University fan. You know, I witnessed him go, Big Ten Freshman of the Year. I witnessed both his Heisman finalist runs. I witnessed some crazy games from one CJ Stroud, and I love CJ Stroud. I believe that he was the better quarterback than Bryce Young the year that he was coming in. And that surely stuck, as you guys saw that rookie year. You know, he had a slump year the last year, and here we are in year 3. And as I show you these things from the game, I want it to be known that I am a fan. I like him as a person. I like a lot about CJ Stroud, but I need to preface how CJ Stroud played this game, because I fully believe the Texans lost this game, a beautiful game with an amazing fourth quarter, that they fully lost because of CJ Stroud. They lost this game because of CJ Stroud. Now, let's look. Tampa was running this down a lot of screens, a lot of Bucky Irving play throughout the entire game, which gave them 15 more minutes of having the ball than them, right? Also allowed them to get 100 more yards, but they were down in the last minutes. Don't let stats fully fool you. You know what I mean? They were better with the ball, better with the pass. You know what I mean? They were doing these things. The rush was a lot more on their side, but even if, don't let CJ Stroud fool you with his stats here, okay? 13 for 24, not a good completion percentage at all, 54% completion, 200 yards on a touchdown, 0 interceptions. It looks good, but I saw some horrible things throughout this game. For those of you who did not see the game, there were specific moments, especially where they were at the touchdown and they were at the end zone. And then instead of getting a touchdown or running the ball or anything, there were 3 passes. And of these 3 passes, all of which CJ Stroud went to his first read, Nico Collins, and 2 of which were overthrown very poorly. One which was the second down and one which was the fourth down. A very bad showing in that play. But what was the biggest is when he actually got pressured. When he was pressured, and it wasn't like that whole CJ Stroud offensive line sucks, this, that. You know, sometimes, no matter what happens, there is going to be a player who gets by, and a player got by. That player was Antoine Winfield Jr., who is an amazing player, an amazing safety. He ran down the middle and got in CJ Stroud's face, making CJ Stroud throw the ball down the middle, not throw away, not anything else. But he threw the ball right down the middle to Levante David, a veteran linebacker, who dropped one of the easiest interceptions I've ever seen in my life. And a lot of people are turning towards him, but that would have sealed the game. That play right there would have sealed the game. And CJ Stroud threw it right to his hands. A horrible drop by him, right? But in the end of the day, the ball shouldn't have been there in the first place. CJ Stroud did that multiple times throughout this game, threw horrid balls in horrible situations. Xavier Hutchinson coming across the middle near their second to last drive, and it's fully scuffed. It's fully scuffed. The ball is behind him. He doesn't try to lead him at all. He was wide open. Things like that just kept happening for CJ Stroud. And at a point when it happens over and over again throughout the game, you can't even say it's like a bad beat. Sometimes you overthrow the ball. Sometimes you do this. That was just bad quarterback play. It's nothing I can say. I mean, statistically, he can look like whatever, but it just wasn't that great of a game by CJ Stroud at all. You know, and I believe that CJ Stroud is meant for a lot more. I say once he gets comfortable with his team, there's not enough moving around like in the offensive line and that secondary straight with all the safeties. There will be more to be seen of the Texans. But as of right now, CJ Stroud was working against them here. And it was just really bad. Now, near that last drive, one of the last drives, the one where they scored a touchdown, it was basically bad ball, and then Nick Chubb taking it in for a touchdown. I mean, Nick Chubb had a great run to get, like, I think it was a 25-yard touchdown. It was a great run, and that was it. But if that didn't happen, they would have 3 and outed again. Either got Fairbairn back in and has kicked a field goal, or it would have been just another mishap like they were having the entire game. And I think there were also some really dumb calls, like that goal line call, even going for it that many times, considering the first 3 incompletions / bad run, the Nick Chubb 0-yard rush. Going for it, I don't know what D'Amico Ryans was really thinking about there, but it wasn't anything to really benefit them. I mean, if they got the touchdown, that would have been amazing. But then you ended up leaving there with absolutely nothing. If you guaranteed the 3, as they were down 14-10, you guaranteed the 3, you're in essentially a great situation no matter what. no matter what happens, you're in a way better situation than the situation you were in. You know, where then you had to come crawl back, and then at the end, that run out, I don't think that this was the plan. I think he was supposed to run out for a bit, get down, and then have them do a Hail Mary, but whoever it was back there just kept running until the entire clock was out, went to the ground. They still had 2 timeouts. Sometimes you can't even be mad. You can just be like, what was that? And the Texans football just isn't looking that good this year. They're starting it off 0-2. And I believe that they have to win early because they have to get some wins. The teams around them are developing too quickly. And as you can already see, the Colts are 2-0. You know, the teams around them are developing far too quickly. And if they stay in this situation for as long as it seems right now, it's not going to end up the best for them. So yeah, I'm not even going to go into many other stats here. I'm just trying to say that the stats are lying to you. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. That's just how I'm feeling right now. I love you guys, and peace.